So a few weeks ago, I ordered one of these charred wood whiskey cups because I had heard that the char, as you can see from the inside of the cup, enhances, brings out more of the oak flavor from the whiskey because it's almost like drinking out of a barrel, and it just kind of enhances and brings more of that oak flavor out. And I tried that out, and with particular whiskey, actually, 1910, and I did it with the Woodford Double Oak, and I had found that to be the case, especially with this one. And the reason why this I think would be like a perfect whiskey to do that with is because that's exactly what this is. This is all about the aging in that second heavily charred barrel, and this only will just bring that out even more. This is a definitely an oak forward type of a bottle, and I think this exactly does that, and it just brings it out more. But in my view, this is not for every whiskey because there's a difference in my view of enhancing a whiskey and changing it. In this case, this enhances it. And then I'll tell you about the ones that I think change it. So I have it poured in each of the glasses. Let's try it in a regular one, regular Glencairn, 1910. Cheers. Okay, now I'm going to have it in this charred wood whiskey cup. Cheers. So everything that I'm getting here, I'm getting this just a little bit deeper in here. This definitely, I feel, works. There is something to this, and this brings it out more. So that whatever that char is, oak char taste in here, I'm getting that a little bit more in here. Nothing's getting changed. It's getting enhanced. However, I tried this in this charred wood glass. I tried with even something, I'll get into the ones that are more extreme, but even something like the Jack Daniel's toasted, because this one is not about that second, the barrel that it's aged, and it's not about that heavily charred. This is about toasted, which is a heavy toast, light char, as opposed to, when you have it's a second oak barrel that's a heavy char, light toast. So I actually found when I drank it in this that I didn't find it enhanced it, I found it changed it. But more extreme examples would be something where you have an entirely different profile than the oak, such as high malt type whiskey, like a Chattanooga whiskey, or here's an extreme example like a Havana, which is your rum and maple syrup finishes. In those, I feel from trying this that it doesn't enhance it. I think it changes it. So in my view, and this is just my opinion, I'd be curious your comments if you have one of these and have tried it. I feel that this is perfect for the ones that will match the type of an oak forward, but whiskeys and bourbons that have an oak forward profile, heavy char, that type of stuff where the oak is prominent in it. Classic bourbons with no different types of finishes, just your basic classic oak forward bourbon. I think this would be perfect for something like that, just as it is with this Old Forester 1910, and that's fine. But I feel there are also bourbons and whiskeys where it's not about enhancing it, that something like this will actually change it, and not necessarily for the better. So I'd be curious your opinion. In my opinion, like I said, this is good for enhancing flavors of a whiskey, but there are some, such as the ones I showed you, Chattanooga, Jack Daniel's Heritage Barrel, Havana, and a lot of others, where the finishes and the bourbons are not about the oak. There are other flavors, such as a high malt, maple syrup, rum, playing into it, and I think this would just counteract it and change it. And also, I think there could be some very complex whiskeys that something like this might change the balance in. I think just even a total single malt, this can totally change it with, certainly since this is like a high malt, and this definitely did. So, in my opinion, I feel this has its place. I'm glad I ordered it. I think this is perfect for something like this. Even the double oak, even though there really is more of a toasted, and some other just kind of straight bourbons, which are not maybe overly complex, maybe need to be a little more complex, and are oak forward, as opposed to maybe other finished bourbons, which have a different taste profile that this can change it. So in my view, you want to use this to enhance the whiskey, not change it. Just my opinion. Cheers.